Assalamualaikum everyone, hopefully you are well. Today I will show you something that is more interesting that I am publishing in my tutorial. You know that in my channel there's two types of videos, that is how to series and Arduino series. In this video I will show you something about Arduino series as you are looking in the screen. And today our target is to use IR sensor and IR remote. It means using remote, like you control TV, you control many other things using remote. And like how it works we'll see in this tutorial. We will try, our target is will be like this one. We'll try to use this remote, and using this remote we'll try to control these two LEDs and at the same time these motors. And I will show you today how to set the connection for that component with the components, and the same time what will be the code here. So let's get started. That is, I have taken As I have said earlier, my target is to press a button in the IR remote, and as a result, I need to uh, I need that if the motor is running, then the green light will be shown, and if I like pressed another button and my intention is to stop the motor, then the motor will stop, and as an indication the red light will uh, blink. What I need to do, that is make the connection perfectly. So I have taken two LED lights, the resistor, fixing the resistance 336 ohm, not kilo ohm. Make sure that, and these tools are interconnected, and then they are connected to ground. You can individually connect it to ground, but it will increase that connection. Okay, that's why I'm not doing that. And this pin is connected to fifth digital pin. This pin, I mean green LED, is connected to four digital pin, and this is IR sensor. The main target is the IR sensor is to detect the IR signal from this remote. And you know how it does work. In here, each and every button has its own address, has its own separate address. Okay, so the main target is, if I press any of the button, the target of the IR sensor is to receive the signal, and then according to the code we will decode it, and after decoding we will check that whether the key that we are expecting is pressed or not. If pressed, then we want to we will see the result according to that, and if not selected our expected button, then nothing will happen. Okay, and this is DC motor. You can see something here. It will rotate and give us a result. And this is actually relay, and this is actually power supply. I haven't ever used power supply and relay. What is the use of this? To be honest, DC motor need a high voltage, high power to operate. But in this, if you notice that the DC if you notice that the Arduino can supply only 5 volt, only 5 volts. So 5 volt is not optimum for this DC motor. So what we need to do, we need to supply extra power, isn't it? I think you have got the point that this Arduino has the power to supply only 5 volt, but 5 volt is not enough for my DC motor operation. So I need extra power. To supply extra power, I have put in this machine, that is power supply. Here you can see a button. You can increase voltage using this, rotating these points, and rotating these points. And then as we know that V is proportional to I, if you increase the voltage, the current will also increase flowing, and it will increase the velocity, angular velocity of this DC motor. And this is the use of this. Okay, and what is the use of this relay? Relay actually used to control this motor. You can see that the motor is something that can be operated slowly, or that can be operated fast. It has different state of flowing. Plus, this motor ha- can absorb only 5 volt from this. Okay, but this I have said earlier, this is not adequate for this motor. So it will generate power and then supply it. So in one voice, this relay will be used to operate, or will be used to make the use of this DC motor smooth, nothing else. So this was a small connection, and now our target is to show you the code. So let's go to the code section. This is our code. Let me see that is the code is working or not. Initializing stop simulator, it means it is already running, and simulator time, that is showing me that there's no problem in the code. But and now I'm seeing that is everything all right. in this code I have set a button. You need to set a button in the code, you will able to see that. And in this code I have said this: if I press this red button, then I need to operate, then I need to rotate the DC motor, then I need to switch on this green button. But if I press this function stop, then I need to stop the whole system. So let me try, is it working or not. You can see that I have pressed here and it is rotating, and the bulb is switched on. And if I press this one, then it has stopped and this is switched on. And you will see that only this and this button, I mean this button and this button will work, except those no other button will give me result, because against this button I haven't set any command. Okay, and I need to show you something, that is, come here, and if I press here, you will see that this is rotating, and as my expectation, this is giving me the result. If I press here, then it has been stopped and it's red. Press here, and I am showing you something, there is if you I am starting again, you can see that like zooming in, this is a certain velocity, and negative means it is rotating according along the uh, clockwise direction. Okay, and if I want to change the velocity, I mean angular velocity, I need to increase the volume, and I need to, and if I want to change the angular velocity, I need to increase this voltage. Like as I increasing the voltage, you can see that the speed, this is the value of the speed, so it is increasing, so I can increase it up to 30 volt, and this is our maximum speed. And you can also decrease as well, like in decreasing and millivolt, this is our lowest value here, and so on. And you can see according to the difference of voltage, the current is also fluctuating according to the considering the resistor and many other things, considering the resistor and the voltage. So you can see the current flowing rate as well. And one thing I need to show you extra, that is, you can see that as I have said you earlier, minus means it is minus means it is rotating according to the clock. We know that clock like rotate in this way, this is all rotating in this way, that's why it is negative. But if all the time, but if I need to rotate this motor in the anti-clockwise direction, or it means the opposite direction of the current direction, then what I need to do, I need to just swap this connection. Let me swap and show you. Like, consider that at first, and I mean now it has the value and it has minus sign, it means it is rotating in a particular side. I have said earlier clockwise. But what I will change that, stop simulation. See that I have just swapped the connection. Now if I switch on, there is definitely a connection related problem hopefully. And this one connected, I am changing the color like blue. And now let's try. Start simulation. I am switching this on, and now you can see that this is rotating with the value of positive. Here positive and negative are not the value. Positive mean clockwise, anti-clockwise direction. Negative means clockwise direction. So as I have shown you earlier, it was like negative something, and now it is positive something. It means it is rotating like exactly the opposite side of the previous one. So this was our code and simulation, and in this code I've seen how to control DC motor, how to increase and decrease the rotation level, I mean angular velocity, how and how to stop it, or how to um, on it. And now I need to show you last thing, that is, I am, if like code uh, this one, like um, if I press this one it will run, if I press this one it will stop, but if I press this one, nothing will happen. But if you want that, you are wanting, if you press 1, then you want to show that the motor is rotating, the green light is on, and if you press 0, then everything is switched off. I mean, if you want to do the function of this button by this button, and the function is this button by this button, then what you need to do, like come to code section, you need to just change the address. This address represent this address represents this button, and this address represents this button. So if you know the value of this button and this button, you can replace it. So how can you know that? Just come here, open the serial monitor. You can see as some numbers. What are the number is? The number is actually the value, the decoded result of these pins. If I like press this one, you can see a value. This is the representation, this is the representation of this pin. If I press this one, you will see the different value. This is a representation of this one. So if you want to control this system with this pin and this pin, then like print this one and print this one. It means this one is the address of 1, and this number is the address of 0. So now you can replace it. If you want to work one like this one, then in this place you have to replace this digits and a set of numbers. And if you want to function 0 as this function that I am using, then you can use this number. And in this way, using any pin you can do, and using any pin you can operate this system. So this our connection code and simulation. Hopefully you enjoy, and actually my target is to do something big and interesting like a drone or something else, and my intention is to do everything in simulation. So keep carry on to stand by me and make myself motivated. Without your motivation, it's quite hard for me to continue this journey. So if you are liking this video, make sure you have liked and given your comment, and don't forget to share and subscribe with your friends. And that's it. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.